Yo! Welcome back to Through the Fence Podcast Episode 5.
We are
made it
on
to
a roll.
5.
We are on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. We are not stopping here. We are going to continue growing and growing and growing. So let's jump right into it because this one's going to be only a 29-minute podcast. We've been listening to your guys' comments. Many of you been saying it's time to shorten it. So here you are.
I'm done being stubborn.
He's done being stubborn.
I've accepted the fact
finally
that
he did.
It's too long, and we're gonna shorten it.
We understand we got to shorten it for now. Sometimes, depending on the topics, we can make it like an hour or less. But today, we're only going to do...
So we have multiple topics today.
Today's going to be just like a shots fired of sports. Mostly soccer, what happened this weekend. Yeah. A lot of interesting facts happened in sports this weekend. So we're going to get right into it now.
Okay, so first topic, UFC, the fight that happened this weekend. Main event, Jon Jones versus Thiago Santos.
I saw the highlights of that fight, and it looked like Thiago Santos was doing a pretty heck of a job.
Yeah.
Like, I heard, like, the UFC specialist talking about that at one point he felt injured, so he couldn't keep on throwing his leg or something, and he stopped performing the way he was performing. And then Jon Jones did what he does.
They both looked like their legs were very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Jon Jones was throwing his spinning back kick way too many times, just from the highlights that I saw.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jon Jones came out with the victory. I saw a video of him like needing help to get out of the octagon.
Really?
Like he was like being carried off. He looked like he went through a war. It wasn't
this one.
Performance that he got,
this was regular.
Co-main event. Amanda Nunes versus Holly Holmes.
I saw that Nunes won again. Like that woman is like just unstoppable.
I did not see the fight, honestly.
Really?
I wish I did. I only heard that.
I think it was a kick.
Won.
Yeah, I think she knocked out with a kick. Yeah, I think she knocked out with a head kick. So, I mean, hats off to Nunes. You know, she doesn't stop winning. She's literally beat everyone who was up there.
I remember Sebastian told me what belt it was. I don't know if it was strawweight or bantamweight.
Who knows, bro? They're giving weights to everybody.
Yeah.
Next
here,
topic.
You want a belt? You get it.
Literally, that's how it is.
Then the fight of the night,
which wasn't the main event, but should have been. I'm pretty sure this was fight of the night. So they
But UFC doesn't want to give out. They want to make. They don't want to put a main event that doesn't have a belt. That's the only reason why it's probably not a belt fight.
No, but I'm pretty sure it won fight of the night, so they get like a fat bonus. Knockout of the night.
Knockout of the night. He got for sure.
5-second knockout, man.
Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren. Masvidal knocked out one of my favorite fighters, Darren Till, last time. But Darren Till was dominating that the first round of that fight. And, he got knocked out. He got clipped and went flat on his back. Yeah. And Jorge Masvidal came off that beautiful win. Ben Askren came off a win off of Robbie Lawler. Where Ben
Askren hasn't lost. He was undefeated. Yeah. He was undefeated.
So them two talking a whole bunch of trash to each other the whole way leading up.
That's crazy because it's funny. Like I always end up finding out about things when it's already ended. So for example, when this happened, right? I go back home that night and I'm watching YouTube and I see this on highlights, and then I'm like, what the hell? Like I know of both of them, but I didn't know they had this much hatred. And then I start watching videos. And it's like they really hated each other.
Yeah, they both look like respectable guys that like would respect their opponent, but they really did not.
Yeah, like did you see after he knocks him out, he literally starts like talking to him while he's unconscious on the floor, and then he pretends like he just got knocked out too. Like
so, what happened was, it was the quickest knockout in UFC history.
Flying knee.
Jorge Masvidal took 2 steps to the right and charged at him. Boom! Right into the middle of the octagon, threw his right knee into his head. Ben Askren was trying to catch him because I'm sure he's a wrestler.
He is.
So that was the main idea. If something like that would have happened, he was gonna catch him and slam him down and then work him on the ground. Right? He didn't catch him.
He didn't even expect it. And the thing about I respect Ben Askren because after the fight, he actually he was rushed to the hospital.
Yeah.
And that's when he started like realizing what was going on. and like he's not afraid to talk about it. You know, that's like
Yeah.
that's awesome. Like he was on the Ariel Hawani show, which is like a UFC analyst, and he was talking about it, and he was like, you know, like I'm not gonna shy away from it. Like it happened, and I was like, that's respectable. You know, like you got destroyed in 5 seconds, and the thing was like. You got knocked out in 5 seconds, but who knows how a fight would have gone, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You just accidentally put your head in the wrong place.
Exactly.
You put your head in the line of the strike.
So, what do you think about not how he knocked him out, but the way he acted afterwards?
I mean, they hated each other, so I completely understand.
But do you think those punches were necessary? So he knocked him out with a knee, and he followed up with 2 hammer fists until the referee pulled him off. But do you think that was necessary?
No, it wasn't necessary. But the thing is, remember, you have that. You're talking about this. Oh, no, okay, yeah. He was completely unconscious. And I call it the ref. The ref pulled him off, right? But he got 2 hits in. The same thing happened when Conor knocked out Jose Aldo. He literally got 2 hammer fists. And then they stopped him. But no one was saying. The only thing is, these guys hate each other way more. Like, meanwhile, Conor was more like a troll.
Yeah.
Although these guys actually despise each other. So in your mind, you're like, damn, that's not really like, come on, you already knocked them out. But you're just saying this because of the actual hate they have. But there's been many times when people also get knocked out and the ref doesn't stop it. And like they stop hitting each other and the guy like gets back up. So, you know.
I mean, I feel like.
I feel like if I was in that situation, I would continue, like, until you guys, because that's what they get trained to do, you know?
That's true,
like,
but
you
like
stop
once you
until
see his eyes are rolled back, that's like, come on. After that, no matter how much hate you have for somebody, do you really think you want to like put them in like? You could really hurt them in a case. Like that.
But the thing,
you know what I mean?
Okay, so you're talking about they're fighting, for God's sakes, like they're in
true.
there to hurt each other. Like what?
That
like,
is true.
But my bad. I hit you too hard.
You don't ever want to put someone in a situation where they'll mess up the rest of their lives.
But
so imagine if
but
you
they're not thinking
put,
about that, bro.
Of course they're not.
They're
but
just,
it's like
they're getting paid to
I
fight.
guess it's just me thinking, afterwards.
You're thinking about it afterwards. But when we're looking at a fight and we see these 2 fighters like throwing hammer fists, like look at bare knuckle fighting. You think they're like,
that's pretty wild.
Yeah, you think they're freaking in there like, oh yeah, like let's fight, but like I'm not trying to hurt you, bro. They're fighting to hurt each other. Like that's what fighting became.
Someone asked him in an interview afterwards, the post-fight interview, did you think that was like really necessary?
Who?
And he was like, they were asking Masvidal.
Okay.
And then he was like, I think it was very necessary because I'm supposed to fight until the end. Which like I could see where he's coming from, you know.
I mean, and at the end of the day, we'll never know, right? We'll never be
course.
in that situation of so much hating somebody, and like like someone talking bad about you, like on social media and all these things, and you never know what you'll do in that situation. You know, like honestly, you don't, and we won't, so we can't really.
So
judge.
I saw Ben Askren also needing help to get out. Obviously, he just got knocked out, but he was in really tough condition. I heard that he didn't even know what happened until he got to the hospital.
Yeah, his wife actually told him what had happened, and she was like, "Oh, you got knocked out viciously."
Yikes!
Like that's crazy, you know.
Yeah,
but
I saw him and he was like
when he got knocked out, he was literally like.
But like walking out of the arena.
Oh really?
Like he was stiff and his eyes were like he didn't know what was happening. Obviously.
Yeah. Well.
So,
hopefully they have a rematch, but
that's not gonna happen until after. So it's if I'm thinking about the right weight class, who's welterweight champ right now? They just beat Tyron Woodley.
Oh, let me see. Let me pull it up. Keep talking while I pull this guy up.
Yeah. So, anyways, Masvidal looks like he's about to get the next title shot. Yeah. He definitely Usman.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Kamaru Usman. Sorry if I butchered your name, buddy.
So that's looking like it's gonna be the next fight. Let's see what happens. I'm sure he's gonna get the next fight.
We'll see. We'll see with the UFC.
Yeah.
They always be throwing things around, but I think it's time to move on to the next topic. If not, we're not
so
gonna be able to finish all our list.
This is mostly gonna be a sports episode. I know we talk about a lot of sports on here, but it's really there's always something changing with it.
Every week.
World Cup,
Well,
Women's World Cup.
so yay hooray for USA.
Oh,
We've done it again, back to back. And
Quattro.
honestly, it's a time to be happy, but it's a time to also realize what's going on with pay. So I've seen that the men are getting paid significantly amount more than the women's, and
And they're
the
trash.
women's are completely outperforming the men, which makes no sense. So I actually heard that they sued.
I feel like they have every right to.
Yeah,
They're
for
so
sure.
dominant that
Completely.
it's like wow.
How could you pay them?
U.S. men is like what was their
Garbage,
best?
bro. They lost.
They lost.
They literally just
they
lost. The
They-
same
we'll
day.
talk about that now.
They
But they just lost, right? And then their biggest in the last 4 years, their biggest tournament they'd been a part of was Copa America Centenario, which was 2016, I believe, or 2016, I think. And
Garbage.
they came like third or fourth place, and it's like okay,
I know. I read.
that's great. Congratulations, getting third or fourth place. But if you're expecting to be the best in the world, that's not gonna cut it.
Yeah. I read
Right?
somewhere that like the women's made less in one tournament, right? Than the men did when they lost in round 16 of another tournament.
That's not
Like-
right.
How are you gonna win and win less money than losing in the 16th round? Like 16th round is like, I think the first or second round.
Yeah. So it's the group stage, and then it's that.
Yeah. So like, what
That's
are you
that's not
guys
really
doing?
right.
You guys gotta like, they're both athletes. It's just because they're females doesn't mean they haven't worked as hard as males, even harder. So you guys,
That's always,
everybody gotta.
That's always the case.
Yeah.
There's always
Everybody gotta figure
always
that
a
out.
question about whether they should get the pay or not.
Yeah.
But
That's
I feel like
ridiculous.
they have proven themselves.
Not even if
You
they
know?
haven't proved themselves, like they're risking it all just as much as males do. They play for as many minutes as males do. Everything's the same
Yeah.
except the pay. Like why? Somebody gotta go and figure something out.
Yeah. I saw I think it was Snoop Dogg
Mm-hmm.
that was trying to fight for the same pay for them.
Hey man, Snoop Dogg's a G. D-double-O-G.
Yeah, so let's see what happens with that. But USA just
Drop the ball again.
Yeah, they won four chips now. They have 4 stars above their badge. They just won. They just beat Netherlands 2-0.
Even though the Netherlands goalie put a hell of a performance.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
bro.
even get to see the game.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
I watched like the highlights. I'm a highlights fanatic.
I should.
It saves me 90 minutes.
Honestly. Oh, 90 and 90.
90 and 90.
I've seen
yeah.
that. Yeah,
That's what I watched for
cool.
like the World Cup when I couldn't watch the games because we were at work.
Yeah.
That's what I would watch. But yeah, the women's female, she blocked like 3 like going in for sure goals. Like, so
That's
they
good.
would have lost 5-0, but I mean they still did a great job playing. So congrats to them.
But I feel like everybody going into this tournament was like, yeah, USA is gonna win.
I
Even
mean-
from the group stages.
I mean,
And in the
USA
first game, they
USA
won
is
13.
dumb. USA
13, yeah.
is crazy, man.
So the same day,
There was 3 soccer
Yes.
games the same day.
which we'll talk. I want to talk to you about that too. Remind me to talk about that once we finish talking about all 3.
Gotcha.
But the next one, Copa America, which was the finals was Brazil versus
Peru.
Peru. But before we even talk about the game, last week we said we were gonna have a bet, and we didn't even get to do it because
We've
the
been just
game
too
already
busy.
finished. So we didn't even get to. We were supposed to bet once we figured out who was gonna be in the finals.
Yeah.
But
So
the
keep you
team I
guys
thought was
updated.
gonna go in there, Argentina, they didn't get in.
Yeah, of course you did it.
They beat
These boys
Brazil
are
beat
horrible
them.
at predictions.
And they got beat by Brazil. Brazil went in, and then Peru played Chile. Chile lost.
I believe
Peru-
3-0.
Yeah, Peru put on a performance. They went into the finals. Third
And
place
they hadn't
was
gone into the finals in 40 some years. I
Mm.
think it's 44. We don't have our facts guy with us, so we can't verify.
Sebastian is missing for
But I'm
today's
pretty sure it's
episode, which is
44.
unfortunate. We're gonna have him back hopefully next week.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully he's not busy again.
Rip Sebastian. We won't have Sebastian's 5 minutes or 5 minutes to piss off.
Well, now since we've cut the time, it's only gonna be 2 minutes and 30 seconds. No, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, since we've shortened down everything, that's all he'll have.
So, anyways, third place was Argentina versus Chile. 10 minutes in, Mr. Messi got kicked off with a red card.
It was 10 minutes in.
It was
I
like
don't think so.
It was really early in the first half.
Oh, the for third place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
He got kicked off with a red card immediately.
They both got kicked off.
Yeah.
I mean, but it wasn't immediately.
But it looked like it was mostly the Chileno player that was trying to.
You didn't watch the game?
I didn't. I watched like a couple minutes of like the half.
Yeah, well, what happened was the Chileno defender, I don't know what his name is, he's running behind Messi and, of course, tries to get the ball in between his legs. But come on, man, like that's never going to happen. He's moving. That's just a foul that's eventually going to be called. So he fouls him, and then like everybody, like, you know, like Chilenos, Argentinians start going at it. And they already have bad blood. You know, you're already mad that you're not playing for first and second, so they're already pissed off. They already hate each other, you know. These Latin countries hate each other, like their sports teams. So there's not a recipe for nothing good. And so that happens. They already have bad blood. And then again, the same player that fouled Messi fouls him again and harder. But this time, like, he fouls him. And what the Chilenos are very good at doing in these games, they get into the other players' heads. And they do it. Like when Chile played Peru, you could tell that the Chilenos defenders were getting into Guerrero's head and like just talking to him constantly. You know, every human being has a button, and it's gonna get pressed. You know, when the stakes are so high, you're more like influenced to do something because your emotions are running high. So the Chilenos are very good at this, and they start doing that, and they start getting under the Argentinian heads. So literally this happens, and he like walks up to like Messi and like bumps him on the chest.
Yeah,
and
he like
bumps him hard. And I guess when Messi realized it was like really happening, like he put his hands up, but they're still like pecking at each other like with their heads and like screaming. So the ref was like, first of all, whoever wins, I'm pretty sure there's a prize for third.
You get a bronze medal.
Yeah, but you're like, the ref's not having it. He's not gonna have this childish. So he did the right thing, you know. Get them both off the field. Like, that's it. Let them. It's not like life or death situation. Like if they were in the final, if they were in the finals, give them both yellows. They'll calm down.
Yeah.
But it's for third place. You don't want no one getting hurt at the end of the day. Who knows what can escalate through like time.
Messi was very, very angry with the refs and the whole tournament itself. He was saying that
so I heard about that, but I didn't see any. I didn't like go out of my way to find out because I've been making these shirts.
What you call it? So we'll go into
well, how
Gold
much time
Cup.
we got?
We have we have like 10 minutes left.
Okay.
So Gold Cup. Mexico versus USA.
We'll make this one short because we want to hear about Mexico.
Well,
USA loses, Mexico wins. We really can't.
So it just goes on to where like, why is the USA women's national team getting paid way less than the US men's team if they're like, and this tournament wasn't even like the
top of the top.
The competition wasn't really there.
Yeah, they're good. You know, the teams there are good, but it's like. It's not World Cup caliber, like World Cup emotions, World Cup freaking expectations like that these players go into.
Something like that you would see in Euros or Copa America.
Yeah.
Not CONCACAF
Gold
Cup.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just like
no offense to whoever plays there, but it's like you just proved yourself that you're in a mediocre.
Not mediocre. It's pro level, but it's not
top of the line. That's what I mean.
That World Cup is, which the women just won the same day. That the males lost.
So now let's talk about that because they had all 3 games in one day.
Yeah.
And I saw that one of the women's USA.
The FIFA president was like this that day.
Yeah.
He was like,
But
money,
it's like that doesn't make sense.
money,
Like play it in a different day so
money,
you can milk it.
money.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
So you get if I understand, the World Cup happened at like 3 o'clock or Eastern time, right?
did it?
Around there, whatever. It's more or less, right? But then the Copa America happened at seven to like 9, right?
The final?
Yeah.
No.
What time did it happen?
3:30. The Girls World Cup.
Oh, it happened at 12. The
no.
World Cup happened at 1
The
or
World
something.
Cup happened like at 10. It was
Did
very early. Yeah, it was very early. Then the freaking the Copa America started at 3:30, ended around 5, and then the guys Gold Cup started at 9 and then they were at 11.
I mean, it's like you have too much stacked into one. Too many high level finals, right?
Hey man,
Stacked
I found it
into one.
interesting.
Yeah, but it's
And it
too
gets it
much
all
to
over
keep
in one
up,
day, you know?
That's what they're thinking, but it's not a good idea. Like the World Cup should be what should be the top of the line. You never seen the men's World Cup that.
Oh, you're saying they're like discrediting women because
Yeah.
they're having. Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I
They're having-
understand. I just
Copa
thought you
America
meant like
coulda
you were
happened the
mad
next
because there was
day.
like 3 games going on.
Yeah, Copa America could have happened the next day, or the Gold Cup could have happened.
Or the
another
day before.
Yeah.
Throw Chile and Argentina to an untelevised game where no
Yeah,
one's paying
you don't-
attention. And then you freaking watch
I don't know.
Copa America because we didn't even have to watch Gold Cup, honestly.
Yeah.
Throw that in on televised TV
Yeah.
too.
No.
Just literally Saturday we could have watched the Copa America. Sunday we could have watched the World Cup. And at a later time because at 10 in the morning, boy, I was still sleeping. I wasn't going to wake up that damn early. I knew the women was going to win. But anyway, let's sidetrack off sports and keep you guys updated what we've been on. So recently, I made these shirts right here. See? It says "Through the Fence" on them. I'll zoom in.
We'll take a picture and put it at the end.
Yeah, I already
How
have.
about
I have pictures. I'll put it at the end of the
Perfect.
video, or I'll clip it in like right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we've been on.
Yeah, that actually came out really, really nice.
It took a while, honestly.
Really?
The greatest shout out goes out to a YouTuber named Kenyon. He completely has transformed the screen printing game for me. He completely showed me what it's about and everything I have to do to accomplish this goal of shirts. So honestly, that's what I'm working towards right now.
The shirts that I knew was the printout papers that you get to iron on.
Yeah, like that.
Right?
You buy like at Walmart and it's like
It's like a printout sheets, right?
Mhm.
And then you literally
like
put it
burn
in
on.
the printer.
Yeah, you
and then
burn it onto
you
your
burn
shirt.
it on, exactly.
That's what you do. You burn it onto your shirt.
But this is the actual you have the box and you
Yeah,
have
this is
the
the
sleeves and
ink.
you
Yeah, this is the legit way. Like I'll probably drop a video one day on a separate channel of me walking through the whole process. But honestly, if you want to do it, go to this guy and he will drop a like, comment, leave our freaking Through the Fence podcast in his comments, letting him know that we sent you. Because my God, this guy, and he's young too, so he's really doing it. He's really making
killing
moves
the
out
game.
here.
Yeah, but they came out really, really nice. I like it. I
Yeah,
gotta
boy.
get one.
You got
And-
everybody got to get one. Everybody. You
Oh,
already
man.
know. Best Christmas gift, birthday gift, anniversary gift. Anything's coming around the corner.
Yeah, so we'll drop a picture. Hopefully, you guys saw the picture already. Should we call Sebastian to give him his 5 seconds or whatever?
Nah, he's probably getting ready for work. Let him just be off it for today.
Yeah,
We'll get him back soon.
He gets a day off.
Yeah.
I don't think he even wanted to have a day off here,
Yeah.
but unfortunately he had to.
He's on vacation.
Yeah.
But I guess we're getting off sidetrack, so I think it's time to end it, bro.
Yep. So we made it really short this week. Tell us
Yeah.
if you like this
let us
version
know.
better. We
It's
tried to
more
put
details,
multiple-
more information, so I guess you
Yeah.
guys might not get as bored,
So,
but
like when we have like a story time, like when we have like something like Ultra Rolling
Yeah.
Loud, something where it requires like a lot of
Yeah,
time
like
to
in
talk
ev-
about,
'cause
then
since we
that's
know-
one podcast.
since we normally freaking podcast on after the weekend, if we did anything like crazy during the weekend, we
Yeah.
could talk about that. But this weekend, I was literally in a garage grinding these out. That's all I did all weekend. Raining, going to Staples back and forth to get the perfect printout. So I have really nothing interesting to talk about right now.
Guys, remember that we made an Instagram.
Yes, make sure you follow it. I'm gonna leave a link on the description of this video.
Mm-hmm.
I also left the link in the description of the video that went up on Saturday, and it's through the Fence Podcast on Instagram. Make sure you follow, like our pictures. We'll always show support, comment, help out everybody that needs help.
I like it. So yeah, I think we did pretty good. I think I liked it. I like the setup. You guys let us know.
Let us know what you like. What would you like to talk about next episode? Because we could talk about many things, like we said, and we feel like now we're getting too repetitive about sports. We've kind of talked about them for like 5 episodes in a row. Let us know if you guys are into some shows we could probably watch over the next week and then talk about next weekend, next podcast, or anything that's really going on. Just let us know. We'll do our best to stay relevant. I'm guessing I'm putting this guy on to watch Stranger Things so we can talk about it, because I gotta catch up. I never watched season 1.
I'm told to watch Stranger Things. There's a lot of things.
Game of Thrones, boy. Oof, I could make 10 podcasts.
That's something we'll talk about. We'll talk about next episode. Why I don't really get into series like that. Yeah. I'll talk about that next episode. I'll also talk about why we don't have a personal like Instagram or Twitter.
Oh, okay. We can talk. Well, now I got my personal Instagram back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it next week. Why I didn't have it.
Okay.
Well, finish it how we always do.
All right. Sebastian's not here, but the reason why he's not here is because he's killing the game. Juan, are you killing the game?
I'm killing the game out here with these shirts, boy.
That's good.
Fresh to death.
I'm killing the game. Simba out there is killing the game. Make sure you tell your grandma that she needs to kill the game by watching it.
Grandma,
chickens, don't forget about that.
Frogs, cats, dogs, leopards, whatever you have, wherever you are.
Through the fence is killing the game.
Let them know.
Blah, blah.